HGB family, how's it going? Welcome to Hold the Ball. This is a pre-recorded episode of Locked on Warriors. You can say this is Locked on Warriors episode 8. And obviously I'll be looking into the Warriors and our game against the Sharks. Give you guys just a little bit of my thoughts as well on the game against the Doggies. Before we get into it though, DJ, hit that intro. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are well. Thank you again for tuning in. So yeah, we'll get straight into it. So look, the Warriors game against the Bulldogs. I couldn't unfortunately give you guys a review on the game due to personal reasons. But in saying that, I can just simply say that the performance itself was outstanding in terms of grit, determination, players coming in at the right time. Considering we're undermanned, understrength, if you will, it was a very good performance. And again, a performance that is showing that the boys are heading into the right direction. Now, in saying that too, I was really pleased with Shaun Johnson. Shaun Johnson is, how do I say this? Shaun Johnson is not the Shaun Johnson of yesteryear. This is clearly a rejuvenated, happy-go-lucky, free to express himself type Shaun Johnson. The Shaun Johnson that reminds me of the Shaun Johnson back in the day, right? The Shaun Johnson that we all grew to know and love. And there's just something about Shaun Johnson now that makes me think that he's definitely out there on a mission. And I'm not talking about contract negotiations either. I think he really wants to put his best foot forward. In saying that though, as I'll just say quickly, good game. Now, the Warriors stood up against the Sharks in a clash over there in PointsBet Stadium, right? Against a team that I suppose can be akin to a bogey team, if you will. Now, we haven't had the best of luck against them in recent years, and I believe the last time we beat them was 2021. The Sharks come in this game here virtually unchanged, bar Oregon Galfusi. Look for the likes of Will Kennedy, right? Muli Talo, Jesse Ramian, apologies. Nico Hines, obviously the star of the show there. The likes of Finucane, Moylan, right? The second rows, Uele, Hunt, McInnes, just the usual suspects. For the Warriors, right? The squad is obviously changed. Egan comes back. We see that Barnett is still not clear to play. Toy Harris is named, which is surprising. Whether he actually, walks to the field is another story altogether. And obviously on top of that as well, Tamari Martin is not playing. We have Ronald Volkman coming in. Now, this game here for mine is a very big test for the Warriors. It is akin to the Roosters game, the game we lost. This game here I see as the same. Now, the Sharks are a defensive threat. They had a very good win against the Dragons, right? Winning 8 points to 40. And they'll be looking to basically chomp at us, so to speak. And to use a pun there, they're going to be looking for blood and water. The Warriors come in here as the underdogs, I believe so. But they come in as a team that I suppose can be proud of their defense. And one of my philosophies, I think it's just something I say, but when all else fails, you can always rely on your defense. And I suppose we are seeing it come into motion for the New Zealand Warriors, right? And which is very, very good to see, Now, some of the star players for the Warriors, I think, that can take this game. Obviously, you got the likes of Shaun Johnson, as I mentioned before. But another player as well, I reckon, that could come into play here, majorly, in my opinion. I think there's going to be Adam Funau-Blake, right, as he muscles up against his opposite there. And also the likes of Josh Curran. Now, he's the 18th man, but he could be potentially playing in the game. I know he's busting at the seams to chomping at the bit, to play. And I think if he does play, it'll do him some good. But I also think that what he adds, if Toy Harris cannot play, is going to be just as vital in his own way. Right, another player as well, Wade Egan. Obviously, we all know what Wade Egan brings. He's a type of player where I suppose we have grown to appreciate him, right? And he keeps on showing us why he is valued and why he's always a starter every single day of the week. This Warriors team is up against it though. Make no mistake about it. As I touched on before, this is a very strong Sharks team. The reality of this game is that it might just come down to defense of the Warriors. Now, obviously, we're looking for pretty plays, right? We're looking for our backs to do things, the likes of Montoya, Erukossi, right? Vailea, Pompey, Sinak. But at the same time as well, if those cannons aren't firing, so to speak, then we've got to rely on that gritty Warriors wall, that defense that basically makes anything and everything lost. There is no doubt that Nico Hines is going to be steering the ship well. Speaking of star players now for the Sharks, Royce Hunt, right? Then you got the likes of Finucane, Hamlin, Uele. The Sharks forwards, right? They just somehow know how to get a steamroll on us. They're very vicious. And then you got the likes of Talakai. You got the likes of Nikora, right? These players here in particular, as I touched on earlier too, Will Kennedy. These players here in particular know how to sting. And they sting really, really well. I am looking for the Warriors to, it's simple as that, it's defense. It's really trying to nullify, mitigate those star players. It's about trying to find what suits us best in this game here. As for the Warriors as well, right? Muscle up in defense and just hope for the best. Yeah, it is a tough ask. However, in saying that, you really want to test yourself here, and where do the Warriors sit? Well, we're currently 4th place spot against a team like the Sharks who have premiership aspirations. Where do we sit? I can go back to the Cowboys game, right, and have the same thought in mind there as well. Where do we sit? And the question is going to all be revealed this Sunday. Now, the question is, what is my prediction, right? Hold the ball. What do you sort of predict? My prediction here, honestly, in all honesty, I'm going to be going for the Warriors to win this game. It's a doable win. Granted, it's a tough hill to climb. The last thing I want to see, though, is the Warriors get smacked around. And we've seen it before. So you're hoping that defense really plays well here and that the Sharks are just having an off night. I don't know. But you get what I mean. Now, that's the way it's going. I'm going to be going for the Warriors to win this game here. 6 points, 6 to 12 points there. I don't see it being anything more than that. It is really about trying to zone and hone and try to play their game. Right? Don't let the star players get their way. Don't let Nico Hines get his way. Mark him, smash him, bash him, crash him. And again, relying on our halves, namely Volkman, Shaun Johnson, to do their bit. And obviously our forwards and our backs to all sing the same tune as well. It's a doable game off our defense. It's not often I really say that, but this is good. This is going to be a good game for the Warriors, testing in terms of defense, our defense. So you're going to have to wait and see. But yes, I've got the Warriors winning. It's going to be a game. It's going to be a good game. But anyway, that's it here for now. Stay tuned for more videos. And also as well, just quickly before I go, myself and Ash Thomas will be posting. I'm going to be hosting a live reaction to the Warriors game after. It's a call-in show as well, so please feel free. But in saying that is me there for now. Take it easy. See you guys next time, and just remember, hold the ball.